Chori will need to determine new his individual character defects or having found that host hat fit enough to step in top him and walk with new confidence that eyes at last on the right track. No lips bonder the need for a list or them regularing personality defects all of you shady in varying degrees. To those haven religious training such a list would set forth serious violations of moral principles. Some others will think of this list as defects of character. Still others will call it an index of maladjustments. Some will be comic-witty what yet if theories talk about morality let alone sin. Butyl warine the least reasonable while agreed upon their point that there is plenty wrong with those alcoholics about which plenty will have to be done if we are to expect sobriety, progress on can real ability to cope with life. To avoid falling into confusion over the names these defects should be called let's take out universally recognized list of mature human failings these event deadly sins of pride, greed, lust, anger, gluttony, envy and sloth. It is not by accident that pride has a process and for pride lead to self-justification and always spread beacon chooser. Unconscious fears these basic breed a wrong most human defeat, cultize that if block the true progress. Primary Susan to making demand super selves are upon others which can not admit without perverting or mises their God-given instincts. With the satisfaction of four instincts for sex southeast, purity, and society becomes the sole objective our lips, then pride steps in to justify our excesses. Healthy say feelings generate fear as a sickness in its own right. Then fear in turn generates more charactered effects. Unreasonable fear that our instincts will not be satisfied reveals us to covet possession so third a lust for sex and power to become angry wiener instinctive demands recreating to be envious when the ambitions of others seem to be realized while ours are not. We ate, drink and grab for more fever think than when fear, what shall never have enough. And with genuine alarm at the prospect or quest a lazy will loaf and procrastinate, or at best work grudgingly and under half steam. These fears are the termites that ceaselessly devour the foundations of whatever sort of life you try to build. Salgna.a. suggests a fearless small inventory it must seem to every newcomer thought Maurice be in gasket off him than he can do. Both his bride and his fear beat him back every time he tries to look within himself. Pride cease. Aid not past fish volley and fear cease you dare not look exclamation point buffet a style in Yova.a. show how very literary a moral inventorious that pride and fear of or turn out to be both demon nothing else. Once who have a complete will, Ignis to take inventory and exert ourselves to do a job thoroughly a wonderful life falls upon this foggy scene. The sweet persistent new kindle F confidence cease born and these and co freely that finally faces ourselves as and descript. Able. This ready first fruits off step 4. By now the newcomer has probably arrived at the full, flowing conclusions, that this character defects, representing instincts against have been to primera causio high strength and his fail to read life that unless his no willing to work hard at the elimination of the worst of these day, effects both sobriety and peace of mind will still elude him. That the faulty foundation of his life will have be torn out and built a new one. No willing to commence the search for rise on effects he illustrates just how boy go about these questions. How boy take inventory of myself. Sincere step or but the beginning goal with the practice I can be suggested that the first have a look at thoughts personal flaws which are react troubles I mean fairly obvious. Use his best judgment of what has been right and what has been wrong have might look a survey of his conduct with respect to his primary instincts for sex southeast, purity, and society. Looking back over his life, he can recollect underway the consideration of a questionnaire such as these, when and how and just 20 instances did myself, ish pursuit of his relation damage other people and me. What people were hurt, and how badly? Did I spoil my marriage and injure my children? Did I jeopardize my standing in the community? Just how did I up to these situations at the time? It burn with a ghoul thought nothing could extinguish? Or die the insist that I waste to persuade and not to pursue and thus absolve me self? How behavior? Act at frustration in sexual matters? Immediately become avengeful or depressed? Take it out of no third people? If fear was rejection or coldness at home did I use this as a reason for promiscuity? Also the importance for most alcoholics are thefts, questions they must ask about their behavior respecting financial and emotional security. In this serious fear, greed, possessiveness and pride have often done their worst. Surveys business or employment record all mastani alcoholic vanasquistions like these : in addition to my drinking problem, what character defects contributed to my financial instability ? Did fear and inferiority about my fitness for my job destroy my confidence and fill me with conflict ? To cover up thoughts feeling so inadequate be bluffing, cheating, lying, or evading responsibility ? Or be gripping thought others failed to recognize in the true life exceptional abilities ? Did I overvalue me self and play the big shot ? Did I have such un principled ambition that I double cross-examined undercut my associates ? Was she extravagant? Did I recklessly borrow money caring little whether it was repaid or not ? Was a pink penny refusing to support my family properly ? Did I cut corners financially ? What about the quick money deals, the stock market and therapies? Businesswomen will naturally find that man of these questions apply to them too. But the alcoholic housewife can also make family financially insecure. She can juggle a card accounts, manipulate any food budget, spend her afternoons gambling on her husband into debt by irresponsibility, waste, and extravagance. Butyl alcoholics drunk themselves out of jobs, family and friends will need to cross-examine them. Selves ruthlessly determine how their own personality defect shape to demolish their security. The most common symptoms of emotional insecurity are worry, anger, self-pity, and depression. These stem from causes which is sometimes seem to be within views and at 30 times to come from without. To take inventory in this respect we ought to consider carefully all personal relationships which bring continuous or recurring trouble. It should be remembered that this kind of insecurity might arise when inferior instincts are frightened. Questioning rectifies my trend like this: looking at both past and present what sex situation shape caused me anxiety, bitterness, frustration, or depression? The praise in your situation fairly so here I have big not fault? Did this perplexities visit me because of selfishness or unreason? Able demands? Or if disturbance was seemingly caused by her I arose third wide what lacked ability to accept conditions I cannot change? This ready sort of fundamental inquiries that can disclose its source of my discomfort and indicate whether I might be able to alter my own conduct and so adjust myself serenely to self-discipline. Suppose that financial insecurity constantly arouses these atomic feelings. I can ask myself to hate text and have my own mistakes fed me not anxieties. And if the actions of others are a part of the cause, what can I do about that? I feel unable to change their present state of affairs. Am I willing to take the measures necessary to shape my life to conditions as theory? Questions like these Mario's what welcome me to mean the aliniac individual case will help turn up the root causes. But I just more twisted relations with family, friends, and society at large that man suffered the most. Would have been especially stupid and stubborn about them. The primary fact they would fail to recognize is our inability to form a true partnership with another human being. Our egomania did what disastrous pitfalls. Either exist upon dominating to happy to no or depend upon them far too much. If we lean too heavily in people they will sooner or later they lose for they are human too and can not possibly meet incessant demands. And this way their insecurity grows and festers. When we habitually tratoma, manipulate others to our own willful desires they revolt and resist cheerfully. Then we develop hurt feelings as perceived persecution and a desire to retaliate. Word doubly breath. Force at control and continuity to fail our suffering becomes acute and constant. We have the not and seasons to bone in a family to be freed among friends to be work around and workers to bashful member associated. Always sweaty to struggle to the top keep or to hide the underneath. The self-centered behavior blocked a partnership relation with any odd thoughts about use. Of true brotherhood had small comprehension. Some will object to many of their questions supposed to be cause they think that their own character defect should not be in so glaring. To these I can be suggested that a conscientious examination is likely to reveal the defects the objectionable questions are concerned with. Because our surface record hasn't ever kept bad we have frequently been abashed to find that this is so simply because we have buried the self-statement defects deep down in use under thick layers of self-justification. Whatever the defects they have finally ambush deuce into alcoholism and misery. Therefore, thoroughness ought to be a watchword when taken inventory. In this connection I wise to write out our questions and answers. It will be an aid to clear thinking and missed appraisal. It will be the versatile evidence CO for complete willings.